So if we had to look at a case study in fiscal recklessness, Greece is a perfect example. If you had to take a look at their government debt as a percentage of GDP, it rocketed from about 100% in 2003, which was already high, to over 180% by the time we got to 2009. So the government is borrowing a lot more money. It also resulted in Greece having elevated budget deficits. So at the height of the crisis that they experienced, the Greek government was running budget deficits of 16%. The running budget deficits of 16%. And because lenders saw that the Greek government couldn't afford all this debt, they actually stopped lending to the Greek government. Yep. If you had to look at some of the graphs, they say Greek government costs of lending went up to 40% and beyond. The yields went up to 40% and beyond. But no private sector institutions were actually lending Greece any money. Greece was effectively closed out of global capital markets. Now, if you're in that situation where you're closed out of global capital markets, how do you get out of it? Greece was lucky. As a member of the EU, they were able to solicit significant support from the European Central Bank and from the International Monetary Fund. And they re-looked at their debt and they rearranged it or they restructured it. That's the polite term they put. Folks, Greece defaulted. They defaulted. It was an effective default. Institutions that were invested in Greek government bonds lost money. We call it taking a haircut. They lost money. They didn't get their full capital back. They will not get their full capital back. So call it a restructure, a rearrangement. In normal English, it's a default.